Hello everybody, I'm Manitou again. I'll be your pilot for the next 10 to 15 minutes. So please relax, sit back, relax, and enjoy the presentation I have put together for you. Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to episode 2 of our Skylines series here in Manitou Metropolis, because I'm very unoriginal with names and I want something that kind of rhymes with the channel. So today we're kind of stepping away from the purely vanilla series. I did turn on one mod, Traffic Manager President. And this is only because as you get into late game, with the way the AI does road merging and how lanes work, traffic can become a nightmare that I cannot solve. So I did this on to just hopefully help us out a little bit today. As we expand our city, hopefully, and get some more people in. We do need some garbage, so we're gonna have to get that. I kind of want to do the recycling plant. You gotta save up a little bit more money. You gotta save up for about a month before we can do that. We're running like 1,000 a week, and we need 16,000 in 3 weeks. But that really isn't important. We're just gonna start throwing some commercial in between these areas because we have a demand for it. So with the demand for it, we need to resolve that demand. Even though it's not on the main road, it is kind of like on the main road. So I think it works. I think it works fine. Just so you know, local neighborhood shops, nothing too like fancy. No hotels. Nothing too big and flashy. So we are gonna get rid of that. And then we just gotta do the same thing over here with just, oh, that's not what I wanted. I want this. Okay. So we currently needed like 300 more people before we get to the worthy village and can buy some expansion areas. I will come to you then because we do need to save up some money for some stuff. And we should probably expand the city a little bit this way due to, or even I'm thinking coming it up, only because we do have some industrial demand that needs to be fulfilled. So I'm gonna start us a little time lapse, probably until we get to Worthy Village, which will be soon. I probably won't even time lapse it. I'll just see when we get to Worthy Village, and hopefully we can at least get to Tiny Town today. Maybe a little higher. I would like to get some parks and plazas, especially the industry area, but I'm gonna stop rambling. Get us in a little. Do you know what? Why would I even cut now? We're at 912 people. Let's just throw on ourselves a little recycling plant. Boom. And we should be reaching. Oh, we gotta add some. Gotta get water. Okay, but now people's garbage problems should be being resolved. With those resolved, that would be awesome. Just there. That is already connected to the sewage line. Oh my gosh, guys, 900. We were at 969, which is a major nice. Oh man, industry is skyrocketing. Jeez, we need to. So, and there we got the Worthy Village. So we get fire departments, districts, a bunch of good stuff. A new territory, a new area to build in. I don't think we're ready to buy one of those yet. Maybe. I think. Let's look into here. They got some heavy wooded areas, which I think we can use to our advantage soon. When do we reach 1,500? Okay, we gotta grind up to that 1,500 mark so we can unlock the forestry area and use these trees to get us some money. We're not even gonna lay the roadwork yet. Let's just expand out this way. I'm thinking like, how many? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50? I think 50 is good. What? Go another. So that's currently... How many units is that in total? So 600 is 10. So... That was 50. 70, 80. Okay. So now we're just gonna pull that up 20. Then over 20. There's our little turn, which will then drag out that way. But we're gonna continue this little pattern kind of thing here with our curves. Let's see, how far was that across? That was what, 20 across? Yeah. Boom, and that's where we start to curve, so I'm gonna get off a little bit. And 10 over, 10 up. I don't think we built that right, because that was like a little bit weird. 10 over, yeah, we can build it right there. This is just a stupid road island that's messing us up. Or just the angle that we built our roads at. That might just be what it is, and that irritates me, but what can I say? Okay, so there's not going to be much going on that's important, so I'm going to cut or probably time lapse until we get to 1,500. Grind some stuff in because we kind of need that forestry, and that forest industry will be absolutely awesome. So I will see you when we have another 500 people in the city. Okay, everybody, welcome to the time lapses. So here I begin by expanding the infrastructure outwards and all of that good stuff. We did have to add in some more residential here, and hopefully we're going to turn that triangular space later into a park when we unlock it. But with the demand, I did try and do something creative for a new residential area. I did find something that I thought looked decent, and that I'm planning to develop later. Into what? I don't know, maybe a little district of some sort. We got some more industry in, because we did have demands for that with all our citizens needing jobs. But here we initially put in the starting residential. You'll hear when the later in the next clip that we're putting in more residential. Yeah, the voiceover was a little screwed up, so if it sounds a little different, that's why. Now we're just connecting everything up, making sure it's all good, and expanding out the road some more to prepare for when we get to forestry and can do all of that. And some more residential. We just got the tiny town giving us districts, or I shouldn't say districts, but basically the police station, I think, fire station, forest, or the parks, landscaping, all the good stuff, and the industrial districts. I don't know why I'm blinking. We did throw in some paths here. We do end up getting a lot of walkers, and that was in the original overview. But you guys aren't going to see the original overview because that took forever. I made the video way too long. So you're going to get the new overview, which that isn't mentioned. But yeah, we just added some paths that kind of went up and over and connected all the neighborhoods. So to get to the industrial, people could just walk. We did run into some electricity problems. We did solve those, though. We did get some sewage problems. Again, those were all solved. And here we begin laying out, I believe, some of the forestry districts, just getting some of the infrastructure laid out. I try to do kind of like a highway entrance and exits, just because traffic flow, and with the highway exit and exit, traffic's a lot easier than just having a regular intersection. But we do have to just go with a regular intersection, because without road anarchy, I couldn't get it to look how I wanted. So here we go, adding a little districting off our city starting off with the residential. This you're gonna notice has a little bit of a reference in the name. If you've been on the channel, not really a while. This is episode 2. But we'll talk about that later. And then here we go, districting off our second residential district, because again, a residential demand is one of those things where it skyrockets at first, and then later there's nothing. So we created there our initial industry area, but we did not have enough money to place down the building, so we didn't start up the forestry yet. We had demand for commercial, so we just did that, and it is growing. And in that little part you just saw, I was planning on putting in a park, but I couldn't get that. So now we got Tiny Town, which gave us some money. So we did expand the city a little bit because we had residential, and I do believe we start up the forestry here because we got like $30,000 in the forestry main building that we need to start it. Cost $20,000, but had to add in some residential so you can get more citizens into our city and keep it growing. Yes, we threw around the forestry industry and they already zoned out the area because for some reason it didn't want to join with the area we already put down. But as you can see, it's Hamilton Forestry Area. I don't like that name. I don't have any names. So if you guys have any names, make sure to leave them in the comments below. We needed more water and sewage, so that's what we just did there. We did get the boom town, so we got highways and transportation, guys. The city's growing rapidly now, and with the more money, which we initially didn't have at first, we were able to actually get the forestry area up with some tree farms and a woodcutter, or wood shaver. I don't know what it's called exactly, but we do upgrade our entrance to highways. And that just helps with cars entering with less speed limits, stuff like that. We did add paths across the main body of the residential. Again, easy walking, more walkers, less cars. And we did, with the large demand for industry, we couldn't fit it where our other industry was with the curves. So I did just go in and start creating a new area for it. Over by the forestry area and all that good stuff, because yeah, the demand was high and it turned up nice but even, but all that was zoned in. The power didn't connect there, and we did end up buying another tile, which I have plans for the next episode, which I am super excited about. We just connected up the water and stuff, and yeah, that was pretty much the time lapse. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed those time lapses. Now here's kind of like a video synopsis / overview. This is my second time filming this because the first time it was a little too long, so I'm just gonna kind of not take too long on this. So we did have some energy go out, so I did have to place down a new one. Obviously, you can see garbage problems. Had to get down another garbage, and we're gonna need a cemetery, but that's all gonna have to wait till next episode. So now, what did we do in today's episode, or what are we doing for the time lapse? We did get the industry started, Hamilton's Forest Industry. If you guys can leave me a name down in the comments below, that'll be awesome, because I do not have a name. We do have another separate industry district, because industry was getting really high, and we couldn't put it over here, and I didn't know where else to throw it. Next episode, though, we're going to throw it up there due to the highway. Did expand some residential, but that was about it. Really, for today's episode, had to get some more water and stuff. Obviously, with all the new citizens moving in and more commercial. But, yeah, that was the overview of today's episode. Now, let's end it with the outro. With that, today's presentation is concluded. If you enjoyed, please drop a like, and if you are new here, subscribe. It was an honor being your pilot, and I hope you feel the same about being my passenger. I am your pilot, Manitou Gaming, signing off.